Hey, Michael here from Beer Baseball Blog, The Adventures of Craft Beer and Baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 9, June 30th, 2020. And wherever you're watching us live today, please give us a like, a comment, let us know that you're out there. We'd always appreciate if you subscribed and turn on those notifications. We love all your support. And it is a happy day because it is Kevin Lyon's birthday.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yes. There he is.
Kevin,
He's always with me.
You are turning 21 for what? The 4th, 5th, 6th time?
I lost track. I'm either 21, 45, 75. I've gotten different numbers for different people throughout the day. 21
Awesome.
dog years.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So let me give you the lineup card for today. First up, Angelo Trinidad. A fun fact: he is a Gemini, and his element is air. I don't know if you knew that or not, Angelo. Welcome.
I did not know that. Thank you for having me. How are you guys?
I'm doing great. Thank you for being here. And the birthday boy today, Kevin. Did you know that you're a Cancer and your Earth element? Actually, your element is water. Yeah. Did you know that?
I knew water because I know Cancer is like a crab, and I'm like, yeah, I can be a crab, all right.
Yeah. Well, you know, beer is, there's a lot of water in beer, so exactly. And I am Michael Mondragon. My zodiac sign is Capricorn, and I'm an Earth element. I have no idea what that means, but I love being in a Capricorn. In fact, I think they even switched the zodiac signs maybe like 10 years ago to try to, and I actually wasn't a Capricorn, which I got mad at, but they went back to the original lineup. Here's a picture of Kevin taking some BP. Your mom might want to step back after you take some BP right there.
My mom, I've been trying to figure out since I found this. I don't know who that is.
My God.
I think it might be. I think it's like a neighbor or a cousin of mine. That's the only two people I can think of. And if you look, you can't see it from here, but I am wearing a Property of California Angels T-shirt in that photo.
And
Awesome.
I think she's wearing a Mets helmet. It's a plastic helmet.
Hold the Pepsi.
Which is awesome.
Pepsi.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. And I think you have an alcoholic beverage in the right picture right there, do you?
Wow, I didn't waste any time apparently. And that looks like a Cowboys shirt because Cowboys was the team in my house as a kid for football. We were never LA Rams or LA Raiders. Well, it would have been Oakland Raiders back in this photo. I look at about 6 or so there, maybe 5 to 6.
Wow.
Kevin, you were a cute kid, man. What happened?
I don't know. I've been wondering that since I went to the photos last night. I don't know.
Well, maybe this is maybe something that we always talk about. Maybe this is a Morgana moment where you were batting and someone came and gave you a kiss.
Thank you. We probably got Morgana, the kissing bandit moment in there.
That's
Angelo,
awesome.
Hang on, Angelo. Do you even know what we're talking about?
I do not.
Good.
Okay, we got to do a whole episode on Morgana.
Oh, we have to. Yes, that is my request. I have a friend of mine who's been begging for us to talk about Morgana.
Absolutely. People popping in saying happy birthday, David. Thank you for the well wishes. Ed says he's a born again Virgo. That's awesome. Bubble Pug says happy birthday, Kevin. And Cowboy Jack Durango. Look at our handsome birthday boy. That's
right there. He's more that little boy there is more handsome than me. I'll tell you that.
And All Angels podcast popping in saying he even knew about Morgana. So we got to get your baseball acumen up, Angelo. It's a great thing.
It's pop culture because he was in multiple sports, not just baseball.
Agreed. All right. So a favorite segment of mine because it's early in the show. What are you drinking? And Kevin Lyon, I will have you go first.
All right. Well, this is from a local brewery called Gamecraft in Laguna Hills, I believe is the actual city. Angelo and I actually, the one time I went out to eat somewhere and sat down and ate, Angelo and I met for a beer and food at this place, Gamecraft. And this is their IPA called Pay to Win, and it's probably my favorite IPA period right now. So they had a deal, $12.99 for that beautiful 4-pack, which I'm now enjoying. And so, someone contributed and bought some, and so I delivered some to somebody last night. So Michael and I could be together today. Come on, Michael, that's your cue.
And that is exactly what I am having tonight. The mysterious benefactor is me. So so I gave Kevin some birthday money so he could go to Redbeard's and a Gamecraft where they had a great sale.
Yeah, so it's the old saying, he buys, I fly. So he bought, and I'm like,
guys, I feel left out. I would have made a trip down there and got some, so I could have been drinking the same thing too.
Oh yeah, it was a last minute decision. As I say, definitely.
This is not your style either. That's all right. They have some great beers over there, but I know this would be hot beat for you. I don't have the numbers for this on me. I don't know if it says it on here, but it's pretty. It's
7.1 and an 880 IBU.
880. That's a pretty high IBU.
Yeah, so definitely higher than the beer that you have, Angelo, which we will go to right now.
Yes, so I'm drinking from Deschutes Brewery, the Fresh Haze IPA. This is a 6.5 ABV with the 45 IBU. So definitely higher than my typical IBU, but it's actually quite tasty. And if I can locate the beer that I want to drink next week, it's even higher IBU, I believe at 55. So I'm getting there. All
right. That's fine.
Like a good pitcher, strike one low, you go up the ladder, right? And strike him out high. So that's what we're doing every week. We're getting your IBU up. Very adventurous of you. And I know, like a lot of beer drinkers, it's kind of dangerous territory because you don't like, oh my God, like this is too much. Or so the way that you're doing it is actually the way to build up.
Yep.
So well done on you. So because today is all about Kevin, we're going to start with this day in baseball history. By the way, Cowboy Jack Durango says, Kevin, you're aging like fine wine, babe. And I wish there was a beer reference that we could. You're aging like a barrel aged barley wine.
A bourbon barrel.
All
right.
There you go. Exactly. There you go. All right. So this day, no, instead of this week in baseball history, I made it this day. So June 30th is the day that we're dealing with here. So June 30th, the Phillies lose the final game to be played at Baker Bowl. This is in 1938. Kevin, did you go to this game? No. I'm just kidding. Losing to the New York. Losing to the New York Giants 14-1. New York center fielder Hank Lieber hits the last homer in the history of the 51-year-old ballpark. Can you imagine? It goes into the 1800s, this ballpark?
So 1887? Oh my God.
That's crazy. And it also served as the home of the NFL's Philadelphia Eagles for 3 seasons.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible? I thought that was
that's pretty good place. Wow.
And if you're a Mr. Show fan, you can Kevin and I have this joke about what was they had rap battles back then and back in the the 20s or 30s where they would have like the megaphone.
Yes.
Well, as you can see, there's actually an announcer. If you look in the picture, there's an announcer right behind the plate.
Can I do it, please? Go to the plate, New York center fielder Hank Lieber. There you go.
Exactly. See, you were there. You definitely know.
I know.
He was the announcer.
That might be me. That was probably me drunk. I probably knocked the guy over and just took it and started yelling.
That's funny.
So,
can I ask one thing? That is interesting that they end the ballpark in the middle of a season too. That's
okay. That comes up late. That comes up later, which is actually very interesting because I'm noticing there's a lot of mid-season baseball stadium transitions. So they didn't plan it for the beginning of the season. So that'll actually come up later. A little foreshadowing.
Thank you.
So a lot of no-hitters happened on your birthday, Kevin. At Briggs Stadium, Indians right-hander Bob Lemon throws the first American League nighttime no-hitter, blanking the Tigers 2-0. It was the Tigers' home was the last park in the junior circuit. Now, Angelo, I'm going to teach you something. Why is it called the junior circuit?
Not sure.
So there's the senior circuit, which is the National League. The junior circuit is the American League.
There you go.
So the more you know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And hey, can I drink up to Bob Lemon, because he, if I remember correctly, he was born or lived in Long Beach, so a local guy.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, salud. He died quite a few years ago as well.
Yeah.
Salud.
He was also managing the Yankees later on. I think in the 70s when they won the World Series.
And that stadium was the last one to have lights in 1948. So it's like that's kind of crazy that it was the last one to have lights.
The junior circuit.
Junior. That's right. That's maybe why maybe like it was like junior varsity.
Yeah.
So June 30th, 1961, Sandy Koufax becomes the first Dodger southpaw to throw a no-hitter since Knapp Rucker accomplished a feat in 1908 when he no-hit the hapless Mets. They were not good that year, but hey, they got a no-hitter in there. And he also had an immaculate inning in the first inning, which is 9 pitches and 3 strikeouts. So, which I didn't know. And this is a very famous picture if you're to look that up as well. And there's also a very famous Vin Scully broadcast that they put over this as well. Because he says exactly, like I believe he says like the exact time, where they're at and everything. It's really kind of builds up and it's really kind of cool. So 2 no-hitters thrown on your birthday, Kevin.
All right. Before I was born.
Yeah.
Before I was born.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know my age.
So you talk about stadiums that were open in the middle of the season. So June 30th, 1970, Riverfront Stadium opened, and the Braves ruined the debut of Riverfront Stadium, defeating the Reds 8-2 in front of 51,000 fans. In the first inning, Hank Aaron hits the first home run, which is actually, I love knowing like the first players that hit the home runs in stadiums.
That's great.
Yeah.
And it's Hank too, of all people. That's fantastic. Right.
So 2 weeks later, something happens that I was aware of in my lifetime, but I was unaware of that it happened 2 weeks after Riverfront Stadium opened. And it was the MLB All-Star Game, which was 2 weeks later. Now, Angelo, do you have any description of what's going on here and why it matters?
Yeah, this is that famous the famous bloody nose picture, isn't it? After the collision, or am I thinking of something else with Pete Rose?
So Pete Rose collided with
Ray
Fosse. Yeah, and Ray Fosse at that time was a great hitting and a great catching catcher for the Cleveland Indians. And he loved Johnny Bench. So he wanted to be like Johnny Bench in every way he could. So this was a big game for him because he's playing against Johnny Bench. And this game went into 12 innings. And this was the winning run. And Ray Fosse separated his shoulder, and he was never the same in his career.
Oh, wow.
So it was a very, very kind of bittersweet moment that people look back at. And I didn't realize this was 2 weeks after Riverfront Stadium opened, and the Reds dominated. That's when the Big Red Machine was coming up.
That was right.
They dominated that decade.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
So yeah, and I that actually, just looking this up and the researching it kind of makes me like really appreciate like all these time periods of like when stuff happens, because I remember this play totally, and nobody talks about anything about the game, but they talk about this play a lot.
Yeah.
So I actually watched this game, or the highlights of this game, and it's super great to see a lot of the great players that are in this game, and a lot of players that you go, oh my God, they were all-stars at that time. Yeah. So it was very interesting. But my next one is a very special, a very special one, and it is June 30th, 1975. It was the day that Kevin was born.
Yes.
And the Chicago White Sox played the California Angels at Angel Stadium. Yes. So what happened on that day that Kevin was born? That he could not make this game.
Cross my finger.
I can't say that you weren't there, Kevin, because your parents were crazy and they might have taken you to this game.
Who knows? I mean, I went to a lot of games, but I'm never going to one that early.
Matt Massingham also says, "Happy birthday, Kevin." Thank you. All right. So this is the lineup for the Chicago White Sox. Bucky Dent playing shortstop. That's very interesting.
Bucky bleeping Dent.
That's right. And future Angel Brian Downing.
Oh yeah,
at catcher.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
wow.
Yeah, Jim Cott was actually I think he ended his career in '83, but he was on the '82 Cardinals that won the World Series.
He was a awesome pitcher, but he played on a lot of teams, especially in that era.
That's
and that
right.
wasn't common either. He played on a lot of teams.
Yes, right.
Niles Nyman is my favorite name, though, right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of great names in here.
Nyman? What? That's an amazing name. Even if it's Mills, I'm going to say it's Niles Nyman because that is a great name.
So here is your Angels lineup, and there's not. Wow. I didn't even know that Mickey Rivers was a center fielder.
Yeah,
I know him more for Texas Rangers and Yankees, I believe. And
rough team. Yeah, I remember on the Rangers and the Yankees. Yeah, for Mickey Rivers. Otherwise, my gosh, I don't even know some of these guys.
Jerry Remy was Red Sox, right?
Yes, yeah, I remember on the Red Sox.
Yeah, and in the Boston airport, I believe Jerry Remy has a restaurant, and I took a picture of it. If you look at my Instagram and go through a whole bunch of them, I have it from his restaurant. It's like a little bar. Yeah. Now, Angelo, do you recognize any of these names?
One name really sticks out here, though.
Yeah. One name in particular stands out. Not in the hitting lineup. A couple of them look somewhat familiar, but man, I mean, look at this stellar lineup from June 30th, 1975.
Gosh, yeah. I mean, there's a reason why the Angels had not won anything at this point in the history of their franchise.
Yeah. Well, it's like it looks like a list of like journeyman ball players.
Yeah. And this is the middle of the season, mind you.
Right.
So it is Nolan Ryan, and he's facing Jim Cott. Now, Jim Cott, Nolan Ryan at this point was 11-11, and you can see with that lineup, you understand why he was 500.
What is that?
Well, it's lucky he's 500 with that lineup.
Agreed. And Jim Cott was 15-7 going into the game.
Yeah. So, Michael, is Jim a Hall of Famer? I don't remember. Or is he borderline?
He is not. He's borderline.
He won something like somewhere between like 250 and 300. He won over like 250 games or so, if I remember right.
Lower than 200. Lower than you remember. But he was a solid pitcher.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And if he was, I would say if he was a like 4 or 5 pitcher on your team, that's awesome. But he wasn't one of those top tier guys. And there wasn't a lot of top tier guys at that time.
Yeah.
So
283 wins.
Wow, more than I expected. I thought it was like 230.
Yeah, I'll give you. He was 283 and 237. 3.45 ERA and 2,461 strikeouts. I knew he had a lot.
Yeah, so he's one of those borderline guys. But the fact he didn't do 300, he's out of the discussion.
Okay.
So let's go to the ninth inning. So it is 4-2 White Sox. So incredibly enough, Nolan Ryan and Jim Cott have thrown complete games. So Jim Cott is going to finish this out. It definitely a different era, correct?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so Jim Cott comes out and immediately walks the first batter. Tommy Harper comes up and singles to shortstop. And the number 6 hitter, John Balaz, singles to left field. So loading the bases. So
outs. All right.
So White Sox manager Chuck Tanner,
Oh my God.
who in 1979 would win the World Series with the Pirates, brings in Goose Gossage.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
the future Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Who is having actually a breakout season in his 4th season. And he hasn't had the type of season that you would think in his first 3 years, but his 4th year, he starts breaking out. And you think to yourself, game over, correct? Right? Or at least like they're going to score, like if they score 1 run, that's okay. But, lights out, right?
And Angelo, let me add, like the idea of a closer is like a completely new concept in this era.
Yeah.
Like I think it was Raleigh Finger's the one who you think of originally, but Mike Marshall, I believe, won a Cy Young the year before in '74 as a relief pitcher, if I remember correctly. Like saved the really thing to the early '70s.
And they didn't even call them closers; they called them firemen.
Oh,
yes,
and because they would put out fires,
yep.
and this is exactly what he's put in there to do. Now, some of the top firemen of that era: Raleigh Fingers, Goose Gossage, Al Hrabosky,
Mad Hungarian.
That's right, the Mad Hungarian, which we will definitely reference later in our later blogcast.
Great.
So you think that this is pretty well over because this guy is an intimidator. He's young, ready to come in. But I'm going to ask both of you: who is the manager of the California Angels at this time?
75.
I got to think. Well, I remember. I was probably there, so you think I'd remember this, right? Let's see.
I don't know.
You may or may not remember if you didn't get a program.
I know. Darn.
I wasn't even a thought at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't recall. So enlighten me, please. And I'm going to be mad.
It is Hall of Famer Dick Williams.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. So to combat this, Dick Williams is, and for those of you who don't know Dick Williams, he led the Padres to their '84 World Series. Yep. He also had another World Series, 2 of them actually, with the A's in '72 and '73.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and weirdly that he wasn't there in '74. I can't remember why, but we'll have to research that. But he's going to counter with 2 pinch hitters.
I can't wait to see what this is. I cannot wait.
So this is why Dick Williams is a Hall of Famer. He sends to the plate Joe LaHoud, who immediately walks, and Leroy Stanton scores. And the pinch hitter, the second pinch hitter, John Doherty, singles. Harper scores, and a pinch hitter, not Craig Nettles, but another Nettles scores.
Oh,
so your final score.
John Doherty, is that the guy saying center field?
It is not, but very close.
All right.
But your California Angels with a walk-off win on the day that Kevin was born.
How awesome is that?
No one gets a win out of garbage. My gosh. Before Jim Cott gets the loss for that. Oh, that's garbage.
So think about that. Like Jim Cott, who's having a great season. Yeah. Rich Gossage comes in. Got to close it down.
Rich.
But no.
Hang on.
Rich.
He wasn't a goose yet? He was just rich.
He was just Rich Gossage. He wasn't goose yet. Yeah.
I'll add one, and I don't remember who the person was that he fought, but Muhammad Ali fought on this day. That's the fun thing I remember about my birthday is that Muhammad Ali fought on June 30th, 1975. Like, well, that's kind of fun.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Who did he? I'm going to ask you.
If I don't remember, it was not obviously a contender.
Right. So, Ed says Rolaids Fireman of the Year, which actually was sponsored by Rolaids.
I couldn't remember the trophy. I get to the trophy. I couldn't remember what the sponsor was. Thank you, Ed.
And you know what? I actually have a picture. They still gave that out at some point, all the way up to when Trevor Hoffman won it. And I took a picture of it when I was at Petco Park. So I will definitely share that picture. And it's super cool because it's a statue, and it tapers up, and then on top of it is like this really ornate fire helmet, and it's all silver. It's beautiful, but it's sponsored by Rolaids.
Awesome.
So, Angelo, did you know any of this?
No, I did not. I did not know that
love
it
it.
was called the Fireman, and I think the ironic part is that it was sponsored by Rolaids, because
it puts out the fire.
But very fitting, because Rolaids puts out the fire in your tummy.
Exactly.
So.
That's exactly why they did it. Exactly why they did it.
So many great things, and all of this research led me down this rabbit hole of YouTube videos where I started watching. Actually, because I looked up the 1970 All-Star Game, and I was looking all this stuff up and kind of like making sure all my facts were correct. And then I saw the 1979 All-Star Game. Now, I know a lot of people here don't know who Danny Kaye is, and there's no reason why he should be thrown out the first pitch.
Yes, there was.
But he did. And so this has been a total like labor of love doing all this research, because I find all these really great things that are in this research. So thank you to all of you out there for making this possible, so I can do all this, because I am loving this in a time of quarantine and pandemic. This has been a godsend. So I'm definitely keeping myself busy, and I hope that you enjoy this minutia that is my life in my brain.
Thank you, Michael. And Michael, just so I can make sure you know, Mohamed Ali fought a Hungarian, mind you, named Joe Bugner. So there you go. Now you know why I don't remember. I didn't remember. So
Exactly.
Include me in. Joe Bugner from Hungary.
Hungary. I wish he was from Hungary.
Yeah, Hungary. Yeah.
He might have been the Mad Hungarian in Hungary.
There you go. Beautiful.
Whereas Al Hrabosky would be the Mad Hungarian here in the United States.
Yes.
We are losing Angelo, so let's go.
Sorry.
Two old men ranting.
Yes.
So
where's the clouds?
Yeah, exactly. So let's get to baseball card pack wars. As always, we get all of our baseball cards from Hall of Fame Baseball Cards in Arcadia, California, HOFBC.com. Although I know that a lot of people are going to switch to Target so they can get higher numbers and start winning these things. Here are the baseball card pack war rules. We're going to open your pack. A relic card knocks out one participant of choice. An autograph card knocks out two. After all packs are open, high number card wins. And collectively, we drink when we get a Milwaukee Brewers card. And here are the pack war standings. Angelo and myself are falling quickly. Kevin in double digits, very impressive. But our guests are kicking our ass.
We need to stop having guests on the show.
Agreed. Yeah, totally. Or like
until we can catch up.
Definitely. So I want the birthday boy to make first selection and go first.
All right, let's go with opening day. You only do both or just one?
Do both.
Yes, sir. All right, let's see what we got here.
Or actually,
but
we have time. Let's do one of each.
All right.
So we're gonna do four rounds here.
All right, you got it, sir. It's your show. I'm just here to drink and open cards. Oh, and this is cool. It's actually an Angels uniform, Anthony Rendon.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
They did it like that. Okay. I have Brian Reynolds from the Pirates. Alberto Mondesi from the Royals. Hopefully his dad's out of jail by now. You can look that up yourselves if you want to know about that. Michael Brantley from the Astros. I almost said a different word. I shouldn't do that. The beer's kicking in. Gary Sanchez from Los Yankees. Adbert Alzolay. And my opening day is one of the best parks in Major League Baseball, Petco Park, the San Diego Padres.
Gorgeous.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah.
Angelo, you're up.
All right.
Bubble Pugs. Let's see some Brewer cards.
Agreed. Okay.
All right. I wish I would have got one.
All right. So I got Paul Goldschmidt.
Nice.
Andrew Benintendi, Kenley Jansen, Ian Kennedy, Trent Grisham.
Wait, whoa. Well,
Oh.
that man was a Brewer at the end of the season. Does that count?
No, because he's a Padre here, right?
Yeah,
or what?
yeah, he's a
Padre
yeah,
there.
he's a
Yeah, he got
Padre there.
traded.
Mike Clevinger.
Shenanigans, I tell you.
And opening day, Los Angeles Dodgers, which is a beautiful shot. I don't know if you could see that, but the big
Chavez.
American flag and the fireworks kind of going off in the background. So
Nice. All right, so get your eye cards.
Not one of the most beautiful parks like Kevin mentioned, but one of the most historic ballparks. So.
Agreed.
Thank you for being political about that.
Yep. All right, so my pack.
Uh-oh.
Must be a hot pack.
It's a hot pack.
No.
All right, here we go. All rise for Aaron Judge.
No. Sorry.
Lourdes Gurriel. You got to rise, Kevin.
No, I don't. I don't have to do anything.
You definitely need to do something here because we have a Christian Yelich.
Hey!
Brewer. Let's do it. Salud.
Kampai.
Former Cardinal, former Ray, now Padre Tommy Pham. Zach Gallen. Javi Baez. And Billy the Marlin. I just saw a really cool beer. The Marlins came out with a beer that you can order. I think it's just for the Miami area, but I would love to get some of that beer. So Kevin, high card.
Number 200.
Oh,
I had 190.
You don't have to know. You don't have to know. I'm like this, like, no, I really don't. I was just saying that. It's my birthday.
Oh,
I
163.
I
Oh,
doesn't have 200.
167.
Oh, I won.
You still Angelo.
I was trying to cheat.
Right on.
But I knew I was gonna be nice.
Nice, Angelo, you're up.
There we
Nicely
go. That's
done.
awesome. All right, so my turn to pick then, yeah.
Yep.
All right, so we'll just we'll continue on and do a second pack of opening day.
All right.
Cowboy
Michael,
Jack Durango. What's that?
Michael, that was not a hot pack.
That was not. It was not. It got me close, but
It was. You
it
didn't
got
call
me
your.
close, but not.
You're no Babe Ruth, and you're no Lou Gehrig, and you're no. You're not calling your shot. You're not even Tom Gehrig. You couldn't even call your shot.
So I got Albert Pujols, Jock Peterson, Brad Hand, Franmil Reyes, Charlie Blackmon. You got a nice
Oh,
Josh Bell there.
nice.
That might be
cool.
numbered. Check that out.
Yeah, that might be
This
a
one,
good one.
this one is not numbered. I have a Stroman from the Mets that's very similar to this. It's not numbered, but it's but there's a date there.
Foil. Oh,
March,
okay.
March 26, 2020, which is
opening
opening day date. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously that's coming. Opening day, we've had a good season.
And then the insert.
Oh, right on. Reggie.
Spring has sprung. Reggie Jackson.
Yes, my
Nice.
mom's favorite player. Yeah, awesome.
Nice. Kevin, you're up.
All right, let's see what we got here. Uh-oh. All right. We got Maeda Kenta.
I have a bobblehead with him.
Albert Pujols. Oh, yeah, Japan night. I think Were you at Japan night too? God, we all were there for that.
Dodgers, yeah.
Is this the same pack? Jock Peterson? See how far we go on this. Austin Riley. Brandon Lowe. Luke Voigt. And my opening day card is the Kansas City Royals, Kauffman Stadium.
I love that
Nice.
screen at Kauffman.
Yeah.
I hope to get out there eventually, just for barbecue, let alone Royals baseball.
Oh,
And
yeah. Heck
I
yeah.
really wanted to get out there when they had the All-Star game there several years back.
Michael,
That was the first year they did the renovations.
Michael, is that where the Negro League Hall of Fame is?
It is. It is. I was hoping to get out there this year, which kind of sucks, with all this going on, because I was going to go see the Wichita Wind Surge.
Oh, that's
And
right.
and so I was going to try to get to Royals game, the Negro League Hall of Fame, and there's all the stuff in Iowa. So this year's gone.
Gotcha.
Matt Massingham says that he actually met Garrett Mitchell from UCLA, their first round pick, the other day at work. That's super cool. So also Cowboy Jack Durango says that he is drinking after every card. So that is also that is an approach we do not endorse, but we admire.
You know what? Today maybe I will, because I don't care.
We don't endorse it, but we also don't discourage it.
Exactly.
That's it. Yeah. Joey Votto, one of my favorite players.
Awesome.
Yeah, very good.
Chris Paddock, Michael Brantley, Gary Dirty Sanchez, Albert Azoulay. This is a Kirby Yates, much in the way that that other card was. It's like a foil.
Yep.
And not numbered, but that's a cool card. And Yordan Alvarez, Spring Has Sprung. So
that's a good one.
There you go. So Angelo, high card.
My foil Josh Bell.
Oh, does that count?
197.
Oh my gosh. Wow. And there's 200 in the set. I have Austin Riley 180.
Can Angelo be on a hot streak? Look at this. 196.
How awesome.
Beats me by one. Now, if this would have been the same card, we would have had a tie. Which we have not had yet. And I actually have ties on there, but congrats to you, Angelo. You're the winner. 2-0.
2 in a row.
Impressive.
Baby.
So you're
Let's
up.
do it.
You were up.
Top series 1. I have a feeling that I have a feeling there's a relic in here, because when I was at the baseball card shop earlier, there was an urge inside of me to purchase a screw down case for the relic card that I opened today. So
much like Michael calling a shot. So hopefully you do. I don't know if I want to say hope you do better than he did, but don't throw me out.
Joey Lucci, Jimmer Candelario, Brendan McKay, Dylan Cease, Omar Narvaez, Reese McGuire, Matt Thies.
Nice. There you go.
Jacob Waguspek. Hope I said that right.
Oh my God.
Angel's team card.
I wonder if that is that. No, it's not the no hitter. I was trying to.
No, it's not the
no
hitter.
You're wearing their numbers.
Yeah, it doesn't say. I mean, based on the celebration, it looks like Shohei may have hit a walk-off or something, but doesn't say specifically.
You should have made one for the Skaggs no hitter, you would think.
They have one in. I recently purchased the Big League Baseball 2020 cards, and they have a one commemorating the Skaggs, the combined no hitter.
Right on.
Hollywood Hitters, Dodgers.
Not the Hollywood Stars. I wish it was Hollywood Stars.
That would be amazing.
Big hair, Brewers, drink up.
All right, there we go. Finally, I was like, at least get some Brewers if you're not going to get a relic.
Speaking of big hair, mine hasn't been cut in like 4 or 5 months, so
wow.
I'm in. Wow.
Yeah, I haven't cut mine in a little while either.
Oh, hey,
actually, that's a lie this morning.
Yeah, there you go.
Zach Greinke.
Can you look at that Greinke? That looks like one of those numbered ones.
It's not.
It's not. Okay,
it's not.
Outline. That's because.
Oh no, it is. No, it is. It is.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah. That's a numbered one. Look at that, Michael.
12
out of 2020, right?
Yep.
Exactly.
I recognize the outline.
The border. Yeah.
Very good.
Adbert Alize. And
just not want to put in there.
Yuli Gurriel.
See, it's not a total loss. You could put that. You have that Zach Greinke you could put in your little holder there.
It's
a good card. It's a very good card.
The All Angels podcast says that Angelo has been on a hot streak since he's been on the podcast, and I agree. We'll have to look at the number.
Daniel, come back on so he can lose, please.
Yeah, yeah. You need to be the cooler.
Yeah. Exactly.
Also, Bubble Puck says Omar Narvaez is now on the Brewers now. So,
All right, well,
why not? Say since Bubble Pug brought it up, let's drink to it.
yeah, exactly.
I'm still drinking one for Trent Grisham. I don't care.
I'm sure the Brewers fans are not loving the Trent Grisham reference.
No, they're not.
All right, so let me whip through this. Jacob deGrom, David Bote, Chris Archer, Jose Peraza, or is it Peraza?
Thank you. I was like, come on, you got to roll your R's.
Eloy Jimenez.
Oh, good one. Good one.
Yeah. Isan Diaz. Aroldis Chapman.
Thank you.
No, I'm not going to roll Logan Allen. Yadier Molina.
There you go.
Okay, bueno. This team, which is still in the Major League Baseball something, the team that beat those guys. Oh, this is very interesting. Top's choice, Gavin Looks.
Oh, that's a cool card.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's a very cool card. And it's a
1955. That's based off the 55 card.
Yeah, 56.
Oh, 56. Sorry, 56.
Yeah.
those are cool.
I was close. Come on,
I like this card a lot. It's a Jesse Winker, and
That's
it's
a great
in the
picture.
throwback uniforms as well.
Yeah.
And
Oh no.
that kill card.
Oh no.
Pete Alonso.
Can you make sure that is make sure? Thank you. That's what I was asking.
350.
Man.
Is that an automatic winner?
No,
Unless because he could tie it.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, I get an autograph or a relic, and in the words of Wally George, you're out of here.
Mine was 340. How
340.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Ooh, a lot writing on this one.
Well, I already got a relic, so it's very unlikely I'm gonna go over on my birthday. Wow. All right. Tyler Flowers. Pete Alonso. Oh, sorry, Gary Sanchez.
Same thing.
That joke didn't work. Sorry. Willie Laguna Jr. Mitch Garver. Tommy Edman. I never heard this Cardinal, sir, so you can.
Yeah, he's very good, actually. Super
right.
sub.
Josh Flagley. Flagley.
Boy.
Former Angel Blake Parker, now in the Phillies. Andrew Chaffin. I don't know how it's pronounced. I'm going to just say it fancy. Chaffin. Chaffin. Jorge Soler. World Series card of Anthony Rendon. Steven Strasburg. Mets team card. Oops, sorry. And Sean Murphy. Oh, sorry, I have one more. Sean Murphy. And my last one is Jock Peterson.
So Mike with the win.
I was waiting for the relic card.
I already got
to
a
knock
relic,
me out.
so
That'd be amazing.
I already got a relic.
Oh, that's right. You got the relic out of this box. So
And I knocked out your own shell with that relic. Good job, Michael.
That's right. That's right. Chad M says this is Bob Euchre's 50th season as Brewers broadcaster. So that's worth a drink, right?
Yes.
Salud.
And I'll say, and so that means he literally was their announcer for every single season for the Brewers, because this was also the 50th anniversary of the Brewers. Am I correct on that? Right? I believe so.
Yeah.
Because I was supposed to be there 2 weeks ago.
Because they were the Seattle Pilots.
Yes.
Right. They're the Pilots, and then they moved on 69 and then 70.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is
right.
So Miller Park. Because they're changing some other insurance company.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Well, I want to go. I want to go on Miller Park. Cheers.
All right. So last pack. Let's do it. So this is Series 1. We're probably going to be moving on to Series 2 here pretty soon, but we still have a few packs. But this has been a lot of fun. Batting champion.
Not today. I'm just kidding.
Not today, but Tim Anderson. Manny Machado. Dwight Smith Jr. Bubba Starling. Sounds more like a NASCAR name.
Yeah, there you go.
JD Martinez. Brad Keller. Steven Matz. New York Mets team card. Well, that is Pete Alonso, but
I got that one.
Yep.
I got that one in my last pack.
Minnesota Twins. And at 106 out of 199, relic, Yoan Moncada. Oh, so I have a lot of leverage here. I'm going to go Sean Murphy and Big Jock Peterson.
We've all pulled a Jock.
Yeah. So I'm going to leave it to the jury here. Do I knock you out before or after?
I think you have the leverage to wait till after.
I mean, you pretty much have
this is a wild card
in your hand. You might as well let us open the packs. You know what I mean? You have this game in your hand.
Agreed. Okay, that's now that'll be the rule from now on. So okay.
Well, you never say it because my relic was so powerful of David Dahl that knocked you off your own show. All right?
Yeah, that was a little bit out of my control.
Yeah. All right, who's next?
Although strange. Let's go birthday boy.
Fine. I'm just kidding. I already got my deck. I already started to open it. So I'm ready, so look good on air. All right, let's see here. We have Brad Hand from the Indians. Dario Agrazal. I can't roll my R, so I can't say that properly, from the Pirates. I got some interesting names here. Raisel Iglesias. I'm like, Raisel? I didn't see it like that. Eloy Jimenez from the White Sox. Isan Diaz. Aroldis Chapman. I'm not going to try rolling my R's right now. I've had a couple of drinks. Malik Smith from the Mariners. Steven Strasburg World Series card. Get your cups ready, ladies and gentlemen. Orlando Arcia from the Brewers.
Dry, but yes.
I was going to say, actually, Matt Massingham says, why is Angelo's drink empty?
Because I liked it so much. It was so good.
Oh gosh, this could be a long night. Look, I'll be passing out in an hour. Wade Davis from the Rockies. Joey Votto from the Reds. Oh, a Johnny Bench card. Huh. Interesting. That's part of the regular set. All right. I'll gladly take that. Anthony Santander. And from the A's, I don't want to say his name. Mike Pierce. Some people don't like him.
All right.
So Colin Duncan wants to wish you a happy birthday, Kevin. He came in a little late, but happy birthday. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. So
I'm looking at my cards. I'm going to lose regardless.
Justin Turner. Oscar Mercado. Garrett Cooper. Ohtani Shohei. Buster Posey. Jack Flaherty. Brandon Drury. Aaron Nola. Willie Adams. Chicago Cubs team card.
That's the one I was at.
A foil Anthony Santander.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the foil one.
Yeah.
That's cool.
David Peralta. And Michael Pineda.
All right,
Kevin.
Michael.
What's the
Michael,
high card, Kev?
I think
So,
you have to have a backup for your high card. You
I
still need-
do.
Okay, good.
So I 317.
All right. Well, shoot, I have 322.
I have 338. So guess who's getting knocked out?
Yeah. Wow.
And
You
yet
would
you win regardless. Me, sucker. I still win. You're last in your own. You were last in your own high card challenge.
That's cool. What a cool card that is.
It is. Oh yeah, that's a winner.
You can't see it, but I'm gonna try to get a better angle of this.
We'll be sure to post it on the Beer Baseball Instagram.
I will. That's good because it's got the little bit of bat relic right there.
Yep.
And at a 199.
Nice. Very good.
Major league material. Very nice.
That's awesome.
So it's always fun. Ed says that Kevin talking about relics, relatability and kinship.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
So because it's Kevin's birthday today, does that now make him a relic, or is that too soon?
I think we're all relics at this point. The fact that we know as much as we do about baseball, it makes us a fountain of information, but also makes us very old.
I was hoping you were going to say a fortune of a fountain of misinformation. I was hoping you were going to say that.
I like.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, the Gorilla Monsoon light applies, but yeah, I want to be a fountain of information when it comes to baseball.
I'm not used to being the young one in any group. So,
is that right?
I'm gonna soak this up. My wife is 7 years younger than me, so she likes to remind me that no matter how old she gets, I'm always going to be older.
Wow.
Very good.
Wow. That's hard to deal with, I'm sure.
It's okay. Hey, I married up, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yes,
well, if it's any consolation, my girlfriend is 10 years younger than I am.
Okay.
And yeah, so same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. She often I talk about so much stuff that she doesn't even know about. So God bless her for even caring about me anymore. All right. So I will update. And as Ed says, national treasure. I'm not sure if he's talking about me or Kevin. Definitely not Angelo. He's
not me.
Come on.
He's just hatched. He's just hatched.
Yeah. My Beckett value will not rise for several years.
Yeah, exactly. Dates on this point. So this is going to be very specific. We encourage everybody in the comments to give their answer to this, and it is not a multiple choice. You actually have to pick the person that I am talking about. On June 30th, 1978, this San Francisco Giants player launched his 500th career home run over the left field fence in a game one of a doubleheader against the Atlanta Braves. He became the 12th player in Major League Baseball to accomplish the feat. Who is he? Uh-oh.
Oh, I know. I don't want to say it because I want to give it away. Angelo, do you have any idea who it is? Because this is your team. You know, how good are you in Giants history? I'm almost positive I know who it is, but I want to see if you have an idea.
Yeah, you seem fairly confident, so I'll let you take this one.
I mean, I'm just asking you, so you don't know.
No.
Oh no! Let Angelo have a guess. You have to have.
I want to do this because
Angelo, guess.
Giants fan. If I'm correct, this is one of the most famous Giants in Giants history.
So 1978 Giants.
By the way, Cowboy Jack Durango says Didi Gregorius. Yeah. That is wrong.
What did he say?
Michael, am I allowed to give a hint of who I believe it is?
No. Let him do his deductive reasoning.
Okay.
Man. Let's see. Gosh.
Think all-time Giants famous hitters.
It's too late to be Willie Mays.
Yep, that's
1978.
you're absolutely right on that. He had retired in, I believe, 72 or 73.
Yeah.
There's only one other giant I could. Well, there's two other giants, but it's obviously not Barry Bonds.
It's not. Yeah, it's obviously not Barry Bonds.
One other giant I could think of that is on the 500 list.
Willie McCovey?
Thumbs up. McCovey.
Colin Duncan says Willie McCovey.
Yes.
Matt Massingham, Willie McCovey. Go for it, Kevin.
Well, I mean, my hint was gonna be there's something at the I don't know what the name is now. I know I was thinking AT&T Park. Whatever the actual name is of the Giants Park is, there's
Oracle.
a park of the stadium after him. And that'd be McCovey's Cove.
McCovey Cove, yeah.
Yep. Oracle Park. Willie McCovey is the right answer.
Yep.
And when I did this research, by the way, look at that really impressive resume. So I looked up this picture, and I actually have a Willie McCovey bobblehead, and it's exactly the same as that picture. So I definitely wanted to show that. It's super cool. That's one of I can't remember if this was 2 or 3 years ago, but yeah, one of the great things about the going to baseball games is if you look up on StubHub, sometimes you can find $5 tickets. So I actually got into the Diamondbacks Giants game, and it was like bobblehead night. Even they were doing terrible at that point, but I got a bobblehead for $5. I got to go into the game and drink beer.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a lot of that. When this whole thing goes away, I would love to arrange some trips where we could actually meet up and do all this stuff and do it affordably and go around and do some beer tasting, some baseball games. But you might get one of these, which is super cool. I thought it was It was exactly that picture, which is pretty amazing. And I think this picture is from like the 50s. So it's like, at the end of the 50s at least.
He would have San Francisco moved in, my gosh, like 57, 58, and he would have been pretty young then.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was rookie of the year in 59, so it would have been.
Yeah, that's probably his rookie year, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, rookie of the year 59. So that would have been right at the time they moved, yeah. And I have a fun Willie McCovey fact.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell's favorite baseball player is Willie McCovey.
Wow.
Oh, wow. How awesome.
There you go. He played baseball, but he did some other stuff too,
And there was actually a Willie McCovey 500 home run relic pulled in the Hall of Fame baseball cards live stream last night. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's super cool because they put those kind of throw in those cards, and it's like you remember all this stuff, and there you go. It was actually happened today. All right, so question 2. Let me go to this.
Oh my God.
All right. Actually, let me go. What is it? Keystone Light and Diamondbacks.
Comments.
Yeah, I don't know how that popped up there, but it did. So we have a Arizona Diamondbacks hookup. So I can't wait. Thank you, Cowboy Jack. Can't wait for that. On June 30th, 1995, this Cleveland Indians designated hitter and future Hall of Famer collected his 3,000th hit at the Metrodome in Minnesota. In doing so, became the 20th player to do so and joined Pete Rose as the second switch hitter to reach this milestone. Who is he? Angelo Trinidad.
Oh my God. My brain just
95?
95. So a year after the strike,
right,
the Atlanta Braves won the World Series.
A future.
So the Cleveland Indians, I believe, played
the
Braves.
Albert Bell.
Okay, so is that your guess? Just go with what you know.
All right, never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
It's between Albert Bell and Jim Thome. I'm gonna go Jim Tomey.
Ooh, good call.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jim Tomey.
Cowboy Jack Durango says Willie Mays Hayes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it. I'm going with that no matter what the answer is.
That is a negative, but nice choice.
Excuse me. I say we go with him. It's my birthday. I can pick the answer. That's the answer. That's the correct answer. Gosh, I got to think about this because hate to say it, Angelo, but I told me I believe got 3,000, but it was way too early in his career for that. So. But you said future Hall of Famer? That's what's throwing me off. He's not in the Hall of Fame.
He would be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame now.
So he's in the Hall of Fame now.
That's what threw me off.
Yeah.
He is. Okay. Sounds like
in 95 he was not a Hall of Famer.
Okay. Thank you, because when he said future Hall of Famer, was like, is he not in the Hall of Fame yet? That's what totally threw me off.
Oh, yeah. No.
Okay. Because, God, I was down to like a couple people. Because the only guys who I could think of who got 3,000 hits around them would have been like.
I think I regret my answer now, but keep going.
Because I think like who played the Indians? Because the only guys who got hits around then was like Molitor, a Kirby Puckett, or Eddie Murray. But God, who played on the Indians out of those three? Oh shit! Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
So hey, we're live, pal. We're live.
We're live, pal. We're live, pal.
We're gonna get a YouTube strike.
Oh God. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys, I shut down our own show. The only one I could think of those guys was I think Eddie Murray was on the Indians at some point in his career. So I think it's him. Do
you want to amend your answer, Angelo?
No, I think Kevin's answer would make sense because at that point in his career, he would have been a DH and not playing position anymore.
Jim Tomey was too young.
Yeah, Jim Tomey was too young. But I'll also stick with it. But Kevin, I think you might be right.
So Matt Massingham says Jake Taylor. That is not right.
Thank you. I think can I change my answer?
I
think it's Pedro Serrano.
Pedro Serrano. Jonathan Talwar, a former guest, says Eddie Murphy. But it's actually the correct answer is Eddie Murray.
Oh my gosh! I lost me, figured it out. All right.
Yeah.
As soon as you said Eddie Murray, I connected the dots with the DH. I was like, you know what? I knew you were right as soon as you said it at that point. So great job, Kev.
I was just thinking out loud, and I'm like, I figured I'd be one of those three, but I didn't remember anybody else playing the Indians. But God, he was barely with the Indians.
Yeah.
Thinking of so much being an Oriole.
Well, speaking of him being an Oriole, what is his nickname? Angelo Trinidad.
Oh shoot!
I don't know.
It actually rhymes with Eddie.
Oh yeah, I know where you're going.
I don't know.
Go for it, Kevin.
That would be Steady Eddie.
And last year, when I went to the Baltimore Orioles in Camden Yards, I actually got the Steady Eddie seasonal IPA from Union Craft Brewery in Baltimore, Maryland. How awesome is this?
That's awesome.
So I could not talk about the great Eddie Murray, or as John says, Eddie Murphy, without talking about this beer, which was actually a little bit hoppy for me, and it's a seasonal IPA. But how can I deny? I can't even throw away the can. This is so amazing. And
Michael, I believe that is the winner of the 2019 Beer Baseball Beer of the Year.
It is. It is. Yeah. That is awesome. And so,
award,
which makes me think that we should definitely. Now I've been writing down all the beers that I've gotten throughout this whole year.
Okay.
We at the end of this year should nominate a Beer Baseball Blog Beer of the Year. We should have a whole process where we actually flush it all out, come up with a beer. Now, obviously, we can't go to stadiums. We can't travel out, but we're going to have to pick one, for this year. But this is the one that won in 2019. And it's only because it's so awesome. It may not have been the best tasting beer, but it was definitely the best beer from the can alone. So, and there's ones from Strike Brewing that are really good. They're baseball related beers. Yeah. I have a friend in Arizona who grew up like really close to Baltimore. I remember his wife telling me that he was so mad that I had this beer. Like he said, like, this is the greatest beer of all time, and I can't believe that you had it. And he goes, and her name is Jody, and her husband is Mike. She goes, Mike can't stop talking about that beer that you posted on Instagram. It is the greatest beer of all time.
That's awesome.
It's that you have the can. That's why. If this is a draft, like, oh, that's a great draft, but I'm like, the fact the can is that artwork is just like, it's so Baltimore, because he was like the number 2 fixture in Baltimore baseball for well over a decade. You know,
that's right. And he,
if you're number 2 in Baltimore in that era, you're behind Cal Ripken. You're fine. You know.
Yeah. And it was when I saw this, I actually went around the stadium, but I actually found this. It was actually in center field. They actually only had it in cans, and I actually looked through the all the beers, and I'm like, I found this, and it was like what was it? Like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah, like I found the Ark of the Covenants. I'm like, oh my God. So Eddie Murray, it was the definite answer of that. So now, Angelo, I'm going to recap all this.
Oh God.
Have you learned a lot from this episode alone?
I've learned the most out of this episode, for sure.
Wow.
So I am appreciative of Kevin's birthday.
Well, thank you.
And this is all June 30th.
Yeah.
Like I wish I could do this for every day, but I may do this for every subsequent Beer Baseball Blogcast. Kevin, did you learn anything?
Yes, I actually did. I learned about what was those guys on the Angels? Mickey Rivers, Jerry Remy. I learned about, ballparks closing mid-season. That's the weirdest part of me for anything, because traditionally you think of like, oh, it's new season, new ballpark. That still blows my mind that a ballpark closed, the ballpark opened. Literally, we're at the half point of the year. I'm sorry to tell you people this. There's 6 more months of 2020. I'm really sorry to say that. Sorry.
I know. And Matt Massingham asked if I still did I keep the can. It's right behind me. So like I can't get rid of it. So like there's no way. This is gonna be with me forever, like all of my other memorabilia. All right, so that is the Beer Baseball Blogcast for June 30th. Kevin Lyon's birthday. Happy birthday, Kevin. 45 years, another 45 years, and another 45 after that. Kevin, do you have anything you want to plug?
First off, I didn't get a chance to. I mean, you're not going to be able to see it.
Yes. Let me cue in on this. Go.
For the wrestling fans out there, sure, it's my birthday, but the best wrestler of all time, Terry Funk, pictured here, is 76 years old today. Today is his birthday. He's right here. A friend of mine got me this shirt a couple of years ago. It's him and his brother Doria's Cowboys. I was wearing that for him today. But as usual, I always say, if you want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, it's Locknloll, LOKNLOLL. Follow whatever I get into. Not much lately, obviously, because of all the nonsense, but it'll be good once things pick back up. Cheers. Thank you.
Now, what about that towel that you had?
Oh, this is not a towel. This is not a towel. This is a T-shirt.
It's not?
No, it's actually a T-shirt. I just folded it up for you. So back in my wrestling days, because I showed them this pre-show, there was a band called Leg Lock that used my mask as their logo. I'm hoping you can see a look there. They're called Leg Lock Rock and Roll. And they actually wrote a song about me called Who's Gonna Stop Ultra Jr.? I almost wore that shirt for today, but I decided to go with Terry Funk because best wrestler ever, No argument for me on that.
That's right. For the Double Cross Ranch.
That's right. Where's my branding iron? I got a Double Cross branding iron.
He actually has a branding iron.
Yes, I do. There it is. Here it comes.
Wow.
That's awesome.
We got to brand that guy. How about the Double Cross Ranch?
That is nuts.
I posted about that on Twitter. They gained this from Terry Funk at the actual wrestling show in the 90s.
That's awesome.
But I don't feel like people understand how awesome that is. How much did you pay for that?
In 1995, I think I paid $30 for this.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a steal. What a steal.
It's like 25 or $30. So
What
the
a
story
steal.
is that, I'm sorry, we're going to wrestling. We were in Vegas on this particular night, and he was wrestling Sabu. If you guys, it's going to take wrestling fans know what Sabu is. In what was called a Texas chain match. You know, Terry had Sabu tied in the ropes, and he's yelling for his manager. And his manager that night was, if you watch WWE in the Attitude Era, this guy named Yamaguchi-san. He's the guy who was going to say he's going to chop off Val Venus's pee-pee. That's
Choppy.
Choppy. And he can't find him. He's like yelling for Wally because I think he wanted the branding iron. I'm all, Terry, because I was sitting front row. I held it up, and I more or less threw the branding iron, and I told the security guard, you better leap and get that back to me. Terry hits Sabu with it in the ribs and then throws it down. Then I got it back. So
that's awesome.
The match. There's me being a wrestling fan at the end. I had a photo of him hitting Sabu with it, but I've not found that photo, unfortunately. That's the 90s, you know.
Aria and Tobias says, have you used it? Have you ever used that brand iron?
I can use it on you right now. I'm ready.
Comment day way.
I'm sorry.
Angelo, any plugs that you have out there?
Hey, Kevin, happy birthday, man. I'm glad we were able to all celebrate your birthday together. I definitely learned a lot this episode. Probably one of my favorite episodes to date. No social media. You can follow me on Facebook, Angelo Trinidad, but had an awesome time today, guys.
And thank you as always. We love educating you, but also what you bring in your knowledge about all this stuff. So thank you for being adventurous and learning about beer and baseball. And we really value your contribution to this. Kevin, happy birthday to you. And as always, our friendship grows and grows. We've been friends for so long, but this has been really great, and we really appreciate. And I know that we threw it back an hour, but we really wanted you to be a part of this. We didn't want to have your birthday celebration at 5 o'clock when you weren't here. Although you could have been here through your work, but that's okay. Let's celebrate.
Yeah,
exactly. So please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. As always, please like and subscribe. Let everybody know in your circles that we're doing this every week on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. PST at the Beer Baseball blog on YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you, Angelo. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you all out there in the comments for contributing. We will not see you at the stadium, especially this year, because minor league baseball is gone this year. 2021, I'm going to put this out there. Yeah. Wear a mask so we can watch some minor league baseball in 2021. Please, I will buy you a beer if you show me that you wear a mask and contribute to our cause. We will not see you at the stadium. Hopefully we'll see you at the brewery at the end of the year. But salute, thank you, love you, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.